Hello. So I'm back to play some more Islanders New Shores. I'm currently working on the Manufactory challenge. I'm on Island 4 out of 5 right now. I think I might skip Island 5 entirely because this Island 4 is looking really good. It's really feeling like I am doing the same thing on my world record island, like 20 island run, where Island 19 was where all my points get scored from. Since I'm gonna have like such a high score loop count, I'm gonna get so much like multiplicative scaling at the end. And if I were to come back and play this one in the future, I need to play the earlier levels better. I need to get a statue inside of this blossomed area for nature interactions and have all these buildings be worth more. I need to do things very differently. So I'll put up this score as like not a proof of concept, but like I'll be able to refer to these YouTube videos in the future if I need to. What score breakpoints have hit? What is good scores? What is bad scores for an island? I know that like the other islands I've rushed through a bit. I could have definitely redone the first island at 1,100 points. This island though, I think I need to take it as slow as I can to get more practice with like exactly what order I should be putting my buildings in. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with, yes, hop field, go down beside statue, wheat fields here, you need to make a green area with like mountain shrines. Like this is all just very general stuff that you'll learn, or like you'll intuit after a first couple of your games. I haven't intuited my aquatic buildings yet, but with the work that I've done so far with the aquatic buildings, I feel like it's been perfect with the options that I've been given. If I had one more seaweed farm, it might have been more difficult, but I got double points on all of these guys. That's like as good as I could have gotten. I'm going to be point inverting my 2 negative fissures, which is going to remove their negative scoring, and it's also going to scale the buildings that are placed within range of them, which are going to be all of the lighthouses, everything, you know? I was interrupted because my significant other put a bow on our cat, and I had to come see it. Yes, I did have to come see it. I was pulled away from the game. It was a good decision to be pulled away from the game. Anyways, where was I? I was talking about the aquatic buildings and about how I'm going to be using a guild hall in point inverter to get through their negatives in a bit. I still want to push as many points as I can before that so that my level up gets more points than like it's worth 220 right now. It'll be worth 225 or 230 as I get more and more points here. A very small change in points, but like come on, we're trying to get all the points that we can here. The extra 15 or 20 points could be worth it, especially on a level that has so much multiplicative scaling. If I get an extra like 10 points or 20 points that get me to the end of one of my score loops, that's worth an extra 15% on all of the previous points of that island. Every point matters on big islands like this. So if I'm playing points to, I think I was building parks last I was here, and I think I'm going to continue doing that. I want to play parks that aren't going to be destroying trees so that my Hermitage gets better. But I can't actually play my Hermitage because I need to use the increased area on the guild hall. Okay. Let me go back and start playing some parks. I think they're... What other buildings would I play other than parks right now? I said I was waiting to play this mill because of a wheat field. I'm waiting on playing the aquatic buildings because why? The fisher needs to be placed down before the docks and harbors, and then these guys can go down and the lighthouse can go down afterwards. The fishers are waiting on the point inverter, so then all of these 3 buildings are waiting. So these are all buildings that are locked up. The fountains, I want to wait until I have all of my parks down because they're going to be deleting trees. So that's a building that's locked up. Same thing with the sawmills. I don't want them to be getting any negatives on the parks either. So all of these buildings are locked up. The terrace, however, isn't. And that's interesting because I don't know where to play it for the most points. It's getting 82 over here. That's a lot of base points. If I'm playing it over here, it's 52. It's 30 less points, which is a sizable difference currently. I would just want to know, like, if I were to play it out here, is there any, like, weird thing that I can do to play, like, a market on it? Or, say if I play a terrace here, it's going to scale the temple by 25, right? And that temple, the temple is going to see a terrace in that corner. Just barely, but it will. So that means that the minus 30 points that it takes by being in here is only, like, minus 5 overall, and this might give me more buildable space for something. What would I play up here? I mean, a lighthouse up there maybe, but then does it might start hitting, oh, if I play it too high, it's going to start hitting all those shamans. Let's actually test that. Let me see what the last building that I played was. The undo is a park over here. Yeah, so I was playing parks most recently. I do want to try a terrace up here just to see what I can build up here. I'm going to undo this terrace, almost assuredly. So a temple, does not see it unless I pull it back slightly. Yeah, okay, so it does see it. I could play the guild hall up here, doesn't do any different. It's much worse. The warehouse up here does worse. The fountains up here are going to do worse. Yeah, there's nothing that I want to play on this terrace. So I think a terrace is just being played for its base points elsewhere. I could maybe play it over here to like get a market on top of it, but I think taking a minus 30 point hit isn't going to be worth it to play like parks on it, unless the Hermitage somehow scales more points on top of it with the increased area boon. I'm going to test that to see if like this is a sizable difference in points on the Hermitage. So here, we go boons, go increase area, we go back to our Hermitage, and it's 353 compared to 359. It changes nothing. I mean, makes sense, but yeah, I shouldn't have even done that. Do I then play the terrace now? Because like there's no more plateaus that I'm thinking that I'm gonna draw. I can't get more statues, and I think I've already drawn all of my masons in the pool, and I don't want to use it to build anything on top of. If I get another market in the future, it would just go down like right here. The terrace can't fix that. A terrace here is not going to help this market at all. It could. Oh, no. This is a better location because it helps scale the. Oh, okay. Two things. It doesn't scale the negative guild hall as much because the negative guild hall is going to see this as a new building, but it does scale the regular guild hall better. I think. I guess that's just like an equivalent amount of points back and forth. But if I play it on this side, then it's minus 30 compared to this. Minus 30 plus the 25 from the temple, so it's minus 5 overall. This doesn't have that minus 5 hit. I'll play it over here. This might be a mistake. If it is, I'll learn about it in the future. New park. Okay. Not too shabby. They're worth 30 base points and then a lot of bonus points at the end of the game. I would like to make sure that my Hermitage can still fit down here with this. Oh, I should have checked that. Oh no. Please tell me it fits somewhere. Okay, so it does still fit in here, which is good. That was close. Because it can no longer fit sideways, which I think is how I originally was lining it up. And I don't want to use the shrink building boon to get it like further in here. I'd rather have the increased area on this guy because it was worth like 380 points. It is deleting a lot more greenery, but this is going to be the last building that I place here, so it's not that bad that it deletes greenery. So it would go right here. That means that I have space to play maybe a skinny park up here. Might delete a tree or something. Yeah, it's going to delete a tree. I do have space to play a park down here. So let me do this. If I play it further off to the right, is there? No, I don't think there's enough space to play one down here as well. So I'll just play it for 32 points. If it snaps over to delete that tree, it doesn't. Okay, that's nice. If I make a bit more space, then a skinny park could maybe fit here, but like I've said this many times, and I do want to implement it, I want to place parks underneath here. Even if they delete a few trees or a few flowers, they're worth 40 points, they're taking up like no space from other buildings right now. And I don't think there's any spot where I'll be able to find better parks, unless, hold on, this park right here is hitting for how many points? This is 38, if I'm not taking into account the lumberjacks, like I'm trying to think about nature interactions. And this one down here is worth, hold on, is it scaling off the mountain shrines? I think that's, let me see. No, it doesn't care about mountain shrines. So then this is just all nature interactions. This is again a 38 point park without, like, if I don't take into consideration lumberjacks, but it's more base points. Yeah, the parks down here are going to be hard to beat. Maybe, this is going to be better at some point. I think this deletes one tree, right? I remember it like snapping into a location to delete a tree. That deletes two. I think I'm fine placing this one first. I know it's taking such a hit from all of the negative lumberjacks, but because it's getting so many nature interaction points, it's just worth it, even though it deletes one tree. So I can't play this park here, even though it's like pretty central. It's just deleting too many green pieces for me to play it. Yeah, that's deleting 3 trees back there. It's not happening. Where else could I play you? Back here works. Hopefully this only deletes like 1 flower. I can get it to delete only 1 flower. Oh, it can delete no flowers? Hold on. 29 points. Can it get any more by moving here? I think that's 31 points. There it is. And it doesn't delete anything. Perfect. And now we've got the skinny park to play under here, like I've been talking about for so long. And now I'm actually going to, instead of trying to look for a spot. Hold on. There's one flower here that I think this park is going to delete. I think it's still better to play this one. If I have it rotated a bit, then it's not going to snap to any kind of grids. I'm really hoping that this doesn't snap to any grids. I can play a 35-point park with only deleting one flower. 5. Is there any more? I can't really pull it to any of the corners. 35 is it. It does pull it in. Does that change anything about it? It deletes one tree. I'm not sure about that then. I guess these ones under here are also deleting trees. These guys here are just worth more nature interactions. So this guy's still more worth it than playing under there. Okay, we've got another big park to play. Down here looks like a pretty good position. It deletes one tree, one flower. That's taking too many points away from the Hermitage. I'd rather play the Hermitage first. Yeah. So this park is going to wait. Is there any other parks that I can play that aren't going to impact my Hermitage to a great extent? I think after I play the Hermitage, I just have to go wild with deleting trees and playing parks up top here, if I have the space. Yeah, like this 46 point, it's deleting 4 trees, but like it's worth so many. I'm gonna have space for 1, 2, 3, probably a 4th one tucked in back here. Oh yes, that's, well, hold on. How does the Hermitage fit again? Fits like this? I don't think so. It could maybe fit above it, or it could fit a skinny one in, but not that big guy. This also fits. This fits. That's the fit. Okay. So then maybe I have enough space to put a park above it. Actually, let me test that. This is going to get undone. This is going to get undone. Please tell me. There is enough space. Okay, that's great. So then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces for parks. Probably 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't play parks in any, like, poor positions now. I think I'm ready to point invert with my guild hall, because I don't want to play any more parks here, and parks were like my main point scorers. How many more buildings do I think I'm gonna get? Because like I'm thinking, am I gonna get any more wheat fields? Should I play this mill now for points or not? What else could I play for points? I'll be looking for fountain spots in between all the parks eventually. That's an eventually thing though. What is not an eventually thing? What can I play for like 30 points right now? Ooh, I might need to save this spot in the center for the monument. Oh, hold on. This spot looks a bit better. Let me try shrinking a monument in the center, because that was a lot more points here at 121 compared to like 180 on the outside. I need to see if I'm saving this shrink for the future. Oh, because it needs to get all these monument or the parks down below. I don't know if I can find a central position for it then, unless I place like a wall platform here and then play the monument on top of it. It's getting 97 there. I might not even need to shrink it in that case. Let's check. It's like, I'd be fine with a 97 if I don't have to shrink it. I do have to. Okay. A tower is slightly more than 30 points, right? It's going to be 45 if I get it to where I want it to be. Because I get the statue in range. 46. That's too many. If I play like a harbor or something that's going to score like the points that I need. This is like exactly the points that I need. 28. Can I get it to be any more? No. Okay. So if I play this building early, it's going to... It likes fishers at a rate of +5. Fishers like a harbor at a rate of +4. I'm losing out on 2 points if I play the harbor first. But I can do it right now so that I'm not losing out on as many... what is it? Oh, no. No, because the fishers are then, instead of going to be -1, they're going to be like +5 points. I still want to wait on playing the harbor. What's stopping me from playing the temple now? Statue, terrace, plateau, mason, shaman, wall. Wall could maybe be drawn, and towers can no longer go in range. I don't think I'm scaling the temple any more than it is currently. And I don't think there's a reason for me to wait to play it, because it's going to help scale the guild hall. Okay, it's gonna make the negative guild hall worse, but it's making the positive guild hall better. I guess I'd want to wait and play this in between the guild hall. It's also making the fish kite worse. It's making... Yeah, so I can't play the temple yet for points. I guess I look for like a 32, yeah, like a 32 point position or somewhere close to that. Is it a 27 point position with a park? Is there any of those? Even if I'd like delete one tree for it, that'd be fine to see it. This is 26, which is 1 point off. If it wasn't deleting the flower underneath it currently, it would be fine. 42 points, 46 points. I feel like I want to use skinny parks down here though, but it's so hard to see a 48 point park and just say, no, I have to wait until later to play that. Okay, I want to try something. This park is most likely getting undone. Do I have a skinny park next? No. I wanted to see if I could fit a skinny park on this side. If only this park was worth 26. If it was a skinny one, it could probably get in closer. Hold on, a park fits right here. Does a monument fit right there? Because I think a monument, yeah, is the same size as a park. This is my monument location then. It's not 129, but it's good enough. Could I play my 2 circuses to get enough points to get to the next round? This isn't going to be in range of the temple. It makes the guild hall worse, right? What about playing a sawmill? Are there any good locations for sawmills here? I think I might actually make like... Okay, this will delete trees at the end. I might make a wall platform over here or something to just play sawmills on top of to get points. Which I can't do. Oh, I can do. Okay, that's good. Now it feels like I'm running out of options. Can't play the sawmills, can't play the lighthouses. I could maybe play a fountain down here for enough points, or 2 of them, I guess. I don't want to play this and delete any trees, though. Not yet. If I play you for 15, is there anything that I can play for another 12 points to follow it up? The wall platform would need to be played by the statue, and then it would be enough, right? Yeah, then it is. What would I be playing, like, on this wall platform, then? Or, like, what am I missing out by playing a wall platform over here? Better sawmill locations? The sawmills really like being by these lumberjacks. I have 1 spot here. I would have 2 spot, because this might have been a park instead. This would be the 2nd spot, and then 3rd spots would be... Well, I can't do here, because this is where more of my parks are going. They're worth a lot more there. I feel like I want to save my wall platform for over here, but then I'm missing out on 2 points to get to the next level, and that's so rough. How much does the harbor give again? I think it's enough to make it to the next round, yeah, and then some. I can't play my warehouse because it'll be in range of my temple, right? Hold on, is it worth more up here? It is, but then it's not going to be in range of the market, right? What up here? Okay, so it's 79. The market, I think, likes it at a rate of 20. Yeah, so this is... Hold on, there's the warehouse. This is 99. This is 81. It's not a big increase. 89. I don't think the market gets to see it if it's on any plateau, yeah, other than the first. Okay, so I'm playing a market down here so that it's closer to the harbors and docks. harbors and docks like a market at a rate of 5 and at a rate of 8. I think. Oh. 6 and 5. What does a market like the other ones at? 4 and 3. So I want to play the market first, which means I would like to play my warehouse first. If I play my warehouse first, then I would want to play my temple before it. If I'm playing my temple, I want to play my my fish kite and my guild hall. If I'm playing my fish kite and my guild hall, I want to play one circus down, a second circus outside of range of the guild hall, and then my fish kite. Let's get 2 circuses down, both in range of the tavern. Both of them should also be in range of, the range increased guild hall from here. Hold on, this is worth 20 points. Can I get the guild hall to fit in beside the circus here? Because, like, it was, like, right here that it was worth the most negative points, right? Increase area. Guild hall. Here is 268, and that's the most. Yeah, if I move it over, it just loses points. If I move it up here, it's not worth as much. Not worth as little, I should say. Okay, so like right here is perfect. If the circus could fit in this small pocket right here, it's going down. So we get circus 1. That's definitely going to have enough space to fit a guild hall beside it. And then we would want to place... Yeah, so yeah, you have enough space to wiggle off to that side to get your negative, or to get the highest score when your range increased. Then the second circus should be in range of that guild hall. And hold on, this guild hall down here that's getting me like 96 points, it shouldn't be in range of this guy. I think there's a way that like I was looking at one of the walls but nothing else and it was scoring me slightly more. Hold on, it's taking, yeah, this is 88. Okay, 100-point guild hall here, which means that I'm looking at all of this space as a circus. My next circus would have to be tucked behind here. I'm just going to hope that this is in range of a range increased guild hall. It's going to have to be, yeah, because it hits all of the hop fields as well. So then my circus goes back here, and now I'm only 3 points over. This is probably where I do the point inversion. Let me play the... I'm locking in the circus position if I play this. Is there anything else that I could play within range of this guild hall to make it score more negatively? From what I'm seeing, all of my buildings are singular, or they're not going to want to be played in, like, multiples on this side. Sawmills go over here, lighthouses are too far away, fountains don't go here, they go in with the parks. Yeah, so I am ready to point invert. This is a good play. We play you here. I'm going to double check that you're in range, though. Guild hall. Yes, you are. So this is worth... Yeah, it used to be negative 264, but now it's 266. That's fine because this guild hall is increased from this circus being in range. It's not a big change or a big swing on the negative guild hall, but it is on the positive side. We get rid of the increased area boon. Let's see what our next building is. Another wall platform. Okay, so I do want to dig to see if this is a green wall platform or not, because then it'll like change my strategy on where the Hermitage or parks go. It's green. That's huge. Okay, so I have to like completely rethink where parks are going, but that's in the future, not now. I can, I think, go for the point inversion, get it like off my plate, allow myself to play like my aquatic buildings, which will allow me to play the market, which, hold on, this guy doesn't care about markets, but I think markets do care about him. Yes, that's correct. Does a warehouse care about like docks and things like that? Is this like a shrunken warehouse here going to score more in the future? It's already 94. And like I didn't need to exclusively shrink any buildings over here. I had a monument spot that I could have shrunk it in, but I also have one that I don't. I think, let me try boons, shrink, warehouse. It fits really nicely in here. I think that's where the warehouse is going because it's going to be beside the warehouses and the docks. Now let me see if I place the warehouse first or the docks. Dock +5, harbor +7. This one likes being by a warehouse. Not at all. It doesn't care. This one likes it at +8. So what I would want to do is place the docks and then the warehouse and then the harbor. And it used to go Fisher, Dock, Harbor, Lighthouse. So it's Fisher, Dock, Warehouse, Harbor, Lighthouse. Okay, I've got that chain set up. Let's start the chain. We go 2 negative fissures, we go really far into the negative with the guild hall, we point invert, and then we play the rest of like the aquatic chain. Go building 1. Go building 2. This is the plan. This is the plan. I stick to it. I stick to it. No need to like second guess myself now. Any other buildings that are going to score negative that are going to help scale buildings in the future? Not from what I can tell. No. Okay. We go to boons. We go to increase area. We select our guild hall and place it down for the negative 266 points. We're then really far into the hole. We then click on our level up, which earns us a 506 score. So this amount is roughly what 1 score multiplier is worth. Score multipliers are also going to give you higher bonus points at the end of a level, so I'm overvaluing level up at this stage in the game. I need to play for score multipliers, or like if I'm given the option for boons early on, it's like, oh, you have to choose one of level up or score mult. Right now, which one are you going to take for this island and which one are you going to leave for island 4? I'm always leaving score mult. Level up's still a good boon. It's better than most. It's giving me 500 points, right? That's nothing to scoff at, but it's not the best boon for Manufactory. All right, we go level up. Gives us 506 points. We undo. Okay. Now with that out of the way, we don't have the ability to undo. Adding the building packs doesn't change anything. 3 wall platforms. Okay, that... I don't know if I like getting more wall platforms. I don't think I need to play anything on those. I haven't been playing around getting more of them. But I guess I'm gonna have as much space to play sawmills over here as I want. We'll see. We'll see. That's in the future. I want to finish my aquatic buildings since I've climbed those up. So it was fishers. It was... Oh, I think it was harbor and then docks, right? They like these at a rate of 8. This likes this at a rate of +6. Yeah. Okay, so I'm losing 3 points if I play the harbor first. I'm losing 4 points if I play the docks first, and it's also going to be harder to like play the docks around where the harbor goes. So I think it's warehouse first, and then these buildings. Goes warehouse, and then docks, and then harbor. Hold on, you're getting plus... Wait, no, you're getting nothing from being by a warehouse, right? I might be overthinking this again. It was fishers, docks, harbors, lighthouses. It was... Now we're trying to add warehouse into that chain. It's +5 on the docks, +7 on the harbors. There's nothing for a warehouse here. There's +8 for being near a warehouse here. So the harbor wants to be played after the warehouse. The warehouses want to be played before the docks. And the docks want to be played after the harbor. And so that doesn't work. Like there's no clear line that's like you can balance everything with. Okay, so if I played my docks after my harbors, I get +2 per dock. So that's +8 if I do it this way. And then I play my warehouse at the very end to get 5 points off of each of the docks. And that works. But it then only gets, what is it? It gets 7 points on a harbor instead of the harbor getting 8 points on the warehouse. So it's only a loss of 1 point. It's only a loss of 1 point doing it that way. So it's harbor, docks, lighthouse, or warehouse. Yes. Man, I feel like I've said like the wrong thing when I'm playing aquatic buildings so often. Like when I was talking about chains before, it was fisher, docks, harbor, lighthouse. That's what I said back then. But now I'm playing fishers, harbors, docks. Sorry. Yes, docks, and then warehouse, and then lighthouse. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get rid of the aquatic buildings. I know that this is the correct play and I don't need to like keep rehashing it. I just need to have space for all of my docks in this area and to have them detectable by the warehouse. The warehouse is able to sneak all the way back here too, so I don't need to worry about it taking up physical space on this beach. The docks could be played out here. There's space for 1. It's not gonna be in range of the warehouse. There's space for 2, not gonna be in range of the warehouse. A small dock goes here for sure. The harbor would then go here, and one of the last docks goes over here. Now the docks are getting an extra 5 points on the warehouse, so if they're worth 10 points over here compared to 12 points over here, these ones are more worthwhile. And I think these ones are going to be easily seen by this lighthouse compared to being over here. I'm unsure if these guys are going to be seen by the lighthouse. Let me check that. Yeah, no, they're not going to be seen by the lighthouse, so the docks are just going to line this beach. So play the harbor here. I try to leave enough space, so I'm going to angle it a bit, for a dock to go in beside it right here. Let me see if like a big dock has enough space to fit. It does, but it deletes a fish, so I'm not going to play this one yet. I'm just going to play these guys. Now this, I can't get, yeah, any more than 18 points, but that's fine. Yeah, it's only getting 20 because I'm bringing it out so far. Okay, before I lock in this spot, I'm going to double check that the warehouse does still fit back there. Shrink building, warehouse. Here, perfect, okay. Back out. Dock. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Are all of, oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, roughly. Are all of these going to be seen by the lighthouses? They might not be seen by this one. Only one of those docks is going to be seen by this guy, unless I bring him further down, and that might be worth more points in the long run. Less raise. What is it giving me points, but more docks giving me points, which I think it's a rate of 5 each. Is there any way to push more docks to the right? I think I'm just losing out on docks on this one then, so yeah, it isn't more worthwhile to put any docks out here. Unless, no, this is worth 48 points. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be better than the 60-point one up here. Okay. Okay, small dock. See, it fits, and it doesn't get rid of the fish. That's perfect. We have another long dock over here. And one last one for the road. And there's definitely going to be no spot that I can put it in here to be detected. Unless... Okay, so this is where it gets a bit weird. This dock over here, because it has the like small pegs in the middle of the seaweed field, those can be detected by a lighthouse. It won't be seen by the warehouse, but this... Let me see... This lighthouse is not going to see that last dock, so it's going to be minus 4 points on it. If I put this dock outside of range of the warehouse, it's going to be 5 less points. And this warehouse definitely isn't going to see that one, so this dock is still worth it, even if it's out of range of the lighthouse. Okay. The warehouse is waiting on... There's harbors. It's not going to wait on the market. The market gets played afterwards. The mills are being played elsewhere. I have no more brickyards. I have no more fishers. I have no more breweries. No more docks, no more masons. Sawmills, not going to be played in this area. Statues, can't play them. Sand pits, already played them. Seaweed farms, already played them. The warehouse just goes here. That's a sizable warehouse, I gotta say. We go to our boons, and we shrink the warehouse. I don't think the warehouse needs to be played before or after the lighthouses, actually. I'm gonna play the lighthouses first. So this guy's worth 74 points, I saw. There it is. Oh, a lot more of the rays are being blocked because of the harbors and the docks, it looks like. Like, it's trying to point all the way down to the water, but it can't. That's interesting. I didn't know they covered up, like, its sightlines. Oh, there's a 76 in there? What if I were to put you, like, right here? No, that doesn't change anything. Down here, that doesn't change much. Here, nope. And definitely not on one of these corners. Man, it's really interesting that this is 60 points compared to, like, this up here. It's 73. 76, I guess. Where's the 76-point one? It's being blocked by that sand pit. I can see it now. one of the rays. 77? Take it. I have to take it. And then this one is definitely out of range of the other guy. But it's not in range of all the docks, so it's roughly the same in points. 76 is good. Yeah, 76 is going to be it. There it is. We take it. Alright, what's the next building? We get another tavern. Okay, so I did ship it a bit early on playing one tavern here instead of having two in range of the circuses. I guess I can't get a second tavern in here that would like be detectable by both. Okay, so it's 34 points here. Where else could a tavern be played? Okay, hold on. I have done my negative guild hall, so I don't need to duplicate any more buildings over here. And this tavern is already being detected as a single building. I don't need to worry about the tavern in relation to the guild hall. I can play one for, hopefully it hits that brewery without hitting the tavern. The exact same frame, the exact same one. If I like rotate you around, is there any way that this changes? No. If I play you on this side, does it change? Yes, but I can't get that brewery in range then. You, 31 points. I can't believe it's like literally a pixel off. If I move this brewery like one more tick in, this tavern would have been playable for 15 more points. I guess I can play it far enough up to get the extra 3 points from this circus, too. Just feels bad. Yeah, there's no way to make this worth more. I concede. I concede. 34 points. Unless I were to put a wall platform above here to get this guy worth an extra 15 points. Would that be worth it? I'll save the tavern and the wall platform for later. I'll see if like I can get more points than like... Okay, so one wall platform can be worth an effective 15 more points if I put it above this brewery here. Wait until later to try to play that. What could I play now then? I guess there's nothing else that's going to scale the warehouse unless I get more buildings for it, but I'm just going to assume that I'm not getting any more industry buildings that want to go in this area. I think it's a safe assumption to make. Go with a market next. That's a much more sizable market. It's like as big as I'm going to get it for one of these levels, gotta say. It's hitting like every building that it can. A warehouse, a harbor, a mason, all of my masons, all of my docks, all of my fish. Yeah, it's hitting everything that it can, except for the statue. Not too shabby. A new hut. The huts go down here for 16 points. Don't want to delete anything, so there works. Hold on. It's scoring 16 points over here. If I could play it over here for 4 points, it's going to be worth the same because it's going to be in range of a guild hall. This guy's worth 13. This guy's worth 14. Here we go. There's some extra points for me. So then the guild hall is going down here for... It would just barely touch the wall, and then it moves up slightly until it sees the tavern. Yeah, it's definitely going to be in range of the hut. 112 points. The guild hall goes down, and then the fish kite, and then the temple. If I play the fish kite before the guild hall, the fish kite would be getting 15 less points, but only an effective 3 are lost because the fish kite could maybe be played in range of this guild hall. If I were to play the fish kite, I could then sneak the temple in afterwards because it's missing the minus 25 fish kite would detect the temple for, which adds another 12 points to the guild hall. So that's overall a 9-point gain if I play fish kite, temple, guild hall instead of guild hall, fish kite, temple. I want to see where my fish kite goes for the most points because it needs to detect all of my circuses. This is going to be in range of the guild hall for sure. If it was moved further down, it would get another 15 points off the market. And yeah, it can't ever detect that lighthouse. So like, I can't get it to reach both that circus and my market at the same time, which I think is a misplay. I could have taken a minus 10 point hit on my guild hall by playing my circus closer down here, so that I could have gotten an extra 15 points on this for a 5-point gain total. I could also play it here to bounce the wisp onto it, and then bounce the wisp onto the guild hall. But is that worth it? So this is worth 45 points over here. It's worth 55 points over here. It's the same amount of points. It's just taking the negative from the mountain shrine. If I bounce the wisp onto it, that's not doing anything yet, but then the guild hall will do something with that. But then the guild hall doesn't bounce the wisp anywhere after that. So it's still not worth it to do fish kite onto guild hall and to, well, there's nothing to bounce it from the guild hall to anything. I need to play a tower in range of this fish kite though, and I was trying to play it to the left to see if that would like be more beneficial for points. 55 over here seems pretty easy, but if I play it over here for 55, I can probably get it in range of a tower that goes all the way back out here. Like this guy's going to be played for 46 points. Let me get that done. Okay, it's in range of the statue and all the masons, and I'm getting it as close as I can to the other tower, so that when I try playing this fish kite, I can, yeah, play it for 70 points now, because it detects everything. This building is also, yeah, very easily going to be in range of the guild hall's detection radius. So it still goes fish kite, guild hall, temple. Fish kite, temple, guild hall. Buildings that I can play next. Do I wait on any more buildings that can go beside the guild hall? Sure. I'm waiting on the tavern to see if I want to play wall platforms around it. I'm waiting on the sawmills because I wanted to play all of my parks and my hermitage. I think now is the time to ship my hermitage. I was waiting on shipping my hermitage because I needed to use my increased area boon for the guild hall, and that's now done, so I can use my hermitage. It might lose out on a few points from like parks that could be played in range, but like I want to play parks for more base points and deleting some trees now, which is going to be overall worse for the hermitage. You had a way that you could sneak in here somehow. I remember. Let me try flipping you around like this and wiggling until I find it. Let me wiggle until I find it like this and then see where it can, yeah, line up, and then maybe that'll help me with managing this one. Oh, it might no longer be able to go in sideways because I've taken up some more space with this guy, but like I don't see how that would be an issue. There, it was this rotation. And it's worth 376 up here. It's worth 374 here. 377 is the most, right? 372. Yeah, 377. And it deletes the fewest things, and it leaves me the most space to build. If I rotate it around, does that change anything? It does. Odd. Maybe I just didn't pull it down as far as before. Okay, no, we'll do it like this. 377. And now we no longer have any boons to play. Oh my god, I can actually see my buildings in my bar. I don't have to like strain my eyes to know what buildings I do or don't have. Oh. A wall. Oh yes, I'm so excited to play this one because it's also going to help scale the temple too. Let me make sure that it's the side that can wrap easier. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, did I test that this wall? No, don't tell me that it can't connect on that side, and I didn't test this one, did I? No. Okay, so it's still worth 49 points, which isn't bad. But it's not what I want, you know? Oh, devastating. Is there any way that I can get this side to attach? Wait, does it? It attaches from that wall, but not from this one? Oh, wait, it can? Hold on. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to want to attach from this guy anymore, which is odd, because it can attach from this guy even though it already has a different archway. Okay, so what I was saying before, for those of you that don't know, walls can wrap around buildings. Oh, pretty easy to see, right? You can see that it stretches like this, and after it gets to a certain point, like say stretching around these masons, it's eventually going to snap. It's not going to try to stretch anymore. It's just going to move to wherever you've placed it. With this side, you can see that it's like pretty stretchy. It'll go all the way until it hits the like other wall up top there, until it gets to the bottom of the mason, and then it stops. If I rotate it 180 degrees and I try stretching it, I guess this is a bad example. There's other examples out there where it will only stretch when you've rotated it on one side compared to the other. Let me see if I can find a spot where that's the case. Okay, so like this spot right here, let me try rotating it to the other direction. Okay, it does snap. It's hard to say. Just know that walls are like stretchier on one side than the other. You might have seen it earlier in this video and I didn't like make an actual mention of it back then. So we're playing the wall for 49 points. I know I can get 49. This is, there it is. If only it closed up there too. Man, laddering walls within your city is such a crazy strategy. Worth a lot of points though. Is it though? Because it's getting rid of 2 masons on this guy. This used to be 135 points. So we should back this guy up and maybe see if we can make an archway coming out the top instead. Make that connection. Or if we can somehow make it tighter. So like this might be better. So I'm losing out on 3 points here, but we'll see if the temple can now be played for 135 points. No. That's rough. That's rough. So if I wrap this wall and get it to connect, it's worth an extra 20 points. But if I miss out on those 2 masons, it's minus 30 points, minus 40 points on my temple. It's minus 40 points on my temple. I do still want this wall to be in range of my temple, so I would like if this is somehow able to make an archway down there and still hit all the masons, but that's unlikely. Yeah, so like create an archway here, but be out of range of that one wall. There we go, 35 points. Okay, so I've got a 34-point wall here. This is what I'm trying to build against. I don't think a temple is actually going to be in range and see this. Let me place it down and see if it is or isn't. So 34 points on a wall, and then the temple does not grant it the extra 10 points, I believe. No. So I want to play this wall somewhere else that is going to be visible by the... I really, really want it to be down here. Let me try this. This is like as close as I can get it. I would want it to not be on the wall platform taking up space, but that might be a conceit I make. I think I play the temple first and the wall second. It's losing me out on 10 points, but the wall that I can play in here is going to be worth more than anywhere else. Let me see where else I could play a wall for points without, like, laddering it anywhere. Or, okay, so it was 31 points at max here. If I can get it to go here after the temple goes down somehow and get it to connect, that's going to be worth 43, or like 46 maybe, if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky. The wall, where is it? Any other walls around my area that are going to be worth more? No, they would all be in this area. Let's play the temple first and see if I can fit a wall in after. Temple goes down for 135. Wall fits in here for... Hold on. I forgot about that. Walls can scale off temples. I don't have to be doing all of this work. I can just play the temple first and then play the wall after. I'm so used to maximizing points for my temple. Can I pull this back at all to leave a bit of... No, I can't. I wanted to leave a bit of extra wiggle room for my wall. And I wasn't looking at the number when I placed that. And yeah, 135. Okay, good. And then you could still go around, hopefully. I guess you only need to make one archway, so this 50-point one is good enough. Come on, give me the 53-point wall. There it is. Okay, so it's 50 points, but it's further back than what I'm expecting. To make it worth 53, I would have to wrap it in this direction a bit, but I don't know if I can wrap it. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be a completely straight wall here to hit. Okay, we'll take 50 points then. Let me add to the building before I lock in where that wall goes. Seaweed field. Okay. 50 points. Can we still get double? Oh, it's a size 2. Okay, it's gonna be the best possible chance of getting doubles, but I don't think it's happening. Yeah, no, not happening. We take it for 14 points. Buildings to play next. I played the temple, which... Yeah, I made that mistake. Yep. Oh, and I also made a mistake with the terrace being here. If it was in range of the temple, 25 points. In range of the guild hall that goes down here, plus 12. Also minus 12 from this guild hall, so that doesn't matter. But in range of the fish kite as well, it's plus 15 on this, so that's a 40-point gain overall compared to the 30-point loss of the terrace that's going down. So the terrace here would have been a better play too. Fun. Forgot about that. Can I still play this guy for 55 somewhere in this range? He would have to hit the lighthouse. He would have to be played higher up, and then he's not going to be in range of the guild hall, but I don't need it to be in range of the guild hall anymore. If it grants me an extra 15 points, that's better than the 12 on the guild hall. 55? Come on, show me 55 again. Okay, if I play you down here, 45, 70? All right, this is it. The second tower isn't in range, which I wanted it to be, but I guess it's the same amount of points because I forgot that the terrace grants it points, straight up. Why is it 70 when I move it slightly further? It's hitting the Hermitage! That's why it's 70 now instead of 55. Okay, and this is, I think, detectable by the guild hall. So this is still where the fish kite goes down. The guild hall goes down before the fish kite. This is 15 points on the guild hall. This is 12 points on the fish kite. So the guild hall... Do I play it yet? No, because it's like my get out of jail free card of, I don't have a good spot for this building. Let me place it down in range of the guild hall for plus 12 points. Let me play my other buildings. I'm not going to get a wheat field. If I do, I can take the loss of 4 points. Let's finally play this guy on the spot that I found at the very beginning of the game, where it ducks down into this corner to dodge that other mill. Come on, I know you can do it. There it is. Come on. It's taunting me. It's actually taunting me. There we go. That was the exact same spot as I ducked it into last time. It just wasn't there. Okay. It's 81 points. I take 81 points. That doesn't mess up the wall platform that I'd be playing for the tavern either, so that's fine. Parks can now delete trees. Even if I were to get another Hermitage, I don't have the place to put it anywhere. Like, maybe back here, maybe it fits, but like, I don't have a shrink or anything. A green wall platform is what I could put it on, but the green wall platform should be for parks. Okay. I've got 3 wall platforms. They can be worth an extra 17 because it's beside the statue and 15 on the tavern if it's over here. So this guy is worth, the base score is 10. I'm not taking into account the 10. So this guy is worth 17 points over here. This guy, if I allow this space to put sawmills down, could be worth, it's 35 for one of them. It's, what is it? Then minus 12. So it's 35 into 30 compared to sawmills that are worth, let me go over to my warehouse section. I don't even know if I can fit one in here. Okay. So my base score to beat is 19 in this pocket here, or 19 in this pocket, or 18 in this pocket here. So if I'm playing it for 30 and then, sorry, 35 and 30, that's already increasing it by 30 points. A wall platform here is more worth it than placing a wall platform here for a tavern. I would also like to make sure that, like, when I'm playing this sawmill platform, that I have enough space to play another set of sawmills on this side. So if I play the wall platform over here, I can play another one right beside this sauna, I think. Right here, and that's going to leave enough space for other sawmills in the future. I would like to play this one here first, since it's like, there's only one spot for the wall platform. It is deleting a lot of trees. I'm not playing parks in this area for those trees anymore, apart from maybe this one, this guy. I'm going to play this park in particular first. It's deleting trees that are not going to be used by other people or in such a small amount that, like, if I were to play a park up here, it's more worthwhile to play this one first. It deletes 2 trees compared to playing this one first, deleting like 4, and then this one second. Let me see what the next building is. It's another seaweed field and another small one, but still no spot to fit that small one in perfectly. Okay, 14 points it is. Back over here, let's, I might have ruined it. Oh, okay, I'm saved. This park right here, you can see that the greenery is just barely sticking out the top. Parks have a lot higher of a vertical placement range than what I expect. Because, like, I'm assuming they're just like the pathways on the ground. No, they're also the trees that go up. But apparently, they're not all of the trees. Because we can do this for some reason. Okay, lucky me. I got too gung-ho with placing the seaweed field. Okay, so it's going to be 28 points and 35 points. This is still going to be worth more than playing my base point sawmills over there. We play 1, we play 2, we play 3, we play 4, and then maybe I can get lucky enough to play... Yeah, this guy's going to be in range of too many other sawmills. It's not going to get me enough points. Maybe I can play 1 in the center here, but I think that's where parks are going. And yeah, my Hermitage blocks it anyways. There's no spot for a sawmill in here. I think I'm playing 1 for 19 points over here, but playing these guys for 30 points compared to like 0 is better. Where would I be playing the wall platform to play parks along? I mean, here seems all right. Like, this is the largest conglomeration of trees that I have so far. Let me try this, and then I'll play the wall platform in a different spot and try it elsewhere. We play you here for 33-point parks. Multiple of them. A few that hit the Hermitage as well for that extra 5-point bonus. Or we would play it on walls over here for, like, yeah, 20 points. 24, but that's really close. This is 28. Okay. It is looking like this is the best corner to play them in. And that does mean that this park was a little bit too early. I could have played it, after this wall platform, after I've known that this can go down, and then I could try sneaking in a park underneath it. Small mistake, but not, like, big enough for me to, like, feel worried about it at all. It's like a small, I guess it is 2 nature interactions per park that hits it, and a couple of the parks will hit it. This might also create space for some fountains behind these parks. Not great, but they're better than scoring nothing at all. Ooh, actually, behind the sawmills in this area is going to be a good amount of points for my fountains. For one of my fountains. It's got such a large range that I could play... Okay, 1 goes here, 1 goes back here. I do need to remember that my monument is going right here. I cannot play a park in this position, as much as I may want to. 37 seems fine to me. I'm hoping that there's enough space off to the left of this park to fit another one, but yeah, I played this one too far off to the left to get an extra 2 points, and that's now ruined me over here. I should have not played this park so that I could have undone the most recent park that I played. I can kind of salvage this by playing the left side one first, and then figuring out where this guy can squeeze in for as many points as he can. Am I fine deleting one tree for a few more nature interactions? No, because a couple of the parks, yeah, the parks on the inside are also going to hit those trees. So we play you. This is probably a skinny park angle, and then I don't play any skinny parks under here. I just play the thick ones. I would like to play a thick one on the inside somewhere because it scores so many points. I just need to find out where. 52 is looking pretty good. If I put it down here for 47... It's getting rid of a lot of flowers. And this is more nature interactions. But then I'm not going to have space to put 2 parks in the center here. And I would love to play like 1 park here, 2 park here. Let's play 1 park here, leave all the plant matter on the right-hand side, and then try playing a 2nd park in that location. So this park might get undone. It's not getting undone. That's a good placement. It might be deleting some of the trees from the inside on this guy. Doesn't seem like very many, though. And this guy, I think this is actually deleting more trees than placing this park here. Okay, 46 points. Oh, I forgot to check if this wall platform is green or not. It is also green. So I could maybe play a park or 2 on it and then sawmills afterwards. I do still want to play it in the sawmill location. So let me place it down, see what parks look like on top of this guy. I'm probably undoing this. We're looking at 20-point parks, 28-point parks based off of nature interactions, but then -8 from the lumberjacks. Not all that great when I could just play a park, yeah, up here for the same amount. So it doesn't matter that this is a green wall platform. We've got 3 more parks to play. Where are they going to do the most? This one is scoring 33 points, but it's like, I think 20, yeah, it's 28 from nature interactions, because it's getting 5 from the Hermitage, so I have to take that into account. This guy is scoring slightly more. It's taking -4 and +5, so like, it's a 45-point scoring park. I think I take this. Do I play the one up top first? Because this is 33. And then I could maybe play... No, because this has to be... what is it? I'll see if there's a skinny park underneath this first. Nope, no skinny park. I'm not assuming that my last park is going to be a skinny park. I'm going to capitalize on this 46.1 while I can. I'd like to play a 2x2 in this corner for 38 points and then a skinny one over here. Actually, hold on. I've got 1 thick park placement down here. If I only have thick parks going forwards, it's going to go in this top left corner. If I do have a skinny park, it's going to go 1 park here, skinny park here, which means I have 1 extra thick park to place somewhere. Where is that somewhere going to grant me the most points? This is where the monument goes, so it can't go into this corner. It could go down here, and that's quite a lot of nature interactions, not deleting any trees over here. I don't want to delete trees on this side. I don't like this because it's not scoring as much. I can't play it in the center by all the shamans. I wish I had a skinny park to go here, but... Alright, it's 32 here? 29? And it's hitting a lumberjack, so that is going to be more worth it than playing a park over here, I believe. Just for more nature interactions. Or hold on, is this more nature interactions? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 nature interactions. So that's 33 plus 28 for 61-point park. So I'm going to keep it in my head as 60 points. This is 17 nature interactions for an extra 34 points. So then that is... It's a 53-point park over here, I think. No, it's a 63-point park, and this was 61 points, but this is more base points. I think I'm going to take this one over here instead. just in case it gets me an extra score loop. Okay, so now I want to see if, what is it, the park underneath this one is a thick park or a skinny park. And there's no other spot that I can put a thick park, right? Those were like the only two contenders for good locations. This is all right, but it's not great. This is definitely one of the locations I'm using, but like we've already talked. This is what I'm going to be playing next. Let's see if it's a skinny park. It's not. Okay, so I need another spot for a thick park, which is just going to be over here. This is deleting a few trees from this guy being played. This guy being played deletes 1. This guy being played deletes 2 and a flower. So I want to play the one on the inside first. So we go down here, and I guess we just play it for the most points we can. Hold on. It's worth 46 if I shove it into the corner, but that's getting 5 points from the Hermitage. So if I back it out from the corner a bit, I can delete less of these trees, get more nature interactions. I think I saw 43 here if I got really slowly in. Yeah, there's 43. So we're losing 3 points, but we're gaining some nature interaction, so it's about the same. And then this guy is going to have roughly the same score because it's... How do I put this? It's going to be hitting those few trees that are left behind. Like, this guy has, yeah, those trees in range, so it's still worth some higher amount of points. We've got 24 compared to, I think I saw 28. No, that's only if I push it beyond its bounds. So 26 is the max. Let's see what the next one is. Let's see if I have a park or some other building. Another hut. Okay. Let me play the park then. Let me play this for where the sawmills get to go down, or I should be playing these sawmills first, and then I'll play the wall platform and then figure out where the sawmills go on top of that wall platform afterwards. I would like to play one with, excuse me, the lumberjack just barely in range. I guess I can play this one first to see how far, like, back I need the other guy to be. Actually, hold on. If I pull you further down, you'll leave more space away from the other sawmills, which will make it easier to place them. But you'll also mean that I can't put a fountain up here, which is a loss of 3 points only. Actually, I'm going to play a fountain down here. I'm going to play a fountain up here for 15 and 15 points, respectively. Or 18 and 15 points. I think I play the one on the bottom first. It's fine if it deletes greenery. We're not worried about that anymore. 15 and 18. Perfect. I'm hoping that the sawmill isn't large enough and I can get an 18-point fountain up here. If I move it up a bit, I can move it out some too. Okay, I'll figure that out in a bit. We've got a sawmill that needs to go down for 35 points. Okay, that's one. This guy's going to be worth 23 eventually. Let's get that second fountain down for 18. Do I actually... Okay, am I going to score higher than 18 with other fountains? This guy's scoring 30. I should be playing a fountain up here after my monument, for sure. My monument, there's a possibility that I get more parks, you know? Which means an extra 8 points on this guy. I should play other buildings to maybe get to that break point first, right? I think so. I'll wait on the monument. Fountain being worth 18 here is my backup plan. I would like it to be played for... There's a 30-point one here. There's a 15-point one back here. There is a 21-point one over here. Okay, so... Oh, 24. Hold on. Oh, 30. Oh, but then it's taking up this space for one of my fountains. Hold on. Can it go get played back here? It can't. So if I play a fountain back here for 30 points, I could play one up here for... Oh, it's in range of that fountain down below. Okay, I would love it to be played for 24 points here, and then have one be played up ahead for... Okay, let me try this. 24 points. Please fit, please fit, please fit. It doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. No, that's tragic. Okay, this is a bad fountain placement. Was that... No, it wasn't something I could have undone because I played the sawmill. Okay, that's a loss of 15 points on a building. Man, I'm really rushing this end compared to, like, the mid-game. I think I played the mid-game slow enough. Definitely not this end game, though. We've got a 21-point fountain here. That's going to bonk any fountains that get played over here. It is still better to play this 21-pointer, though. There's no way to get a fountain under here. There's not enough terrace space for it. There is a 15-point one back here. Not great, but passable. Is there a 15-point over here? No. Okay, looks like we're playing them for 15 points from here on out. And I can't play this 18-point anymore because this fountain is in range. That's fine. Actually, I undo this fountain. Maybe I could play, because this one was worth 24 points. I play an 18-point fountain here. I play a 30-point fountain over here. That's better. And maybe if I play this 31, I can find a way to squeak in this guy somehow. So I'd like you to be played as far off to the side as you can be. Do I shift you down at all? I think that's as far as I go. Right there. Okay. And this one needs to be played right in the middle of these two. Yeah, but that isn't happening. Okay. But you still can be played for 18 points back here, which is a good amount of points. Or a good enough amount of points. And we have one for 21, and we have one for 15, I believe? Yeah. Or a second. This one doesn't have 15. Okay. That's all of our fountain spots. I can wait on them in case I get another park, because parks need to go beside the trees, and I'm quickly running out of space for them. I should double check that this monument, yeah, it still has space. Oh, it has to be played like this now. Okay, that's fine. Other buildings to play. The hut can go down since it's already in range of the guild hall. It's not going to be worth any more than the... I think there was a 16-point position over here. 15? Ah, it's now 15 because I played a sawmill. My bad. Forgot that huts don't like their industry buildings. Okay. Last few choices. I can start playing my sawmills, I guess. We're looking to play it for, 23 points. And then we are looking to play you. I think over here is far enough. We'll see if I need to move this further to the left with sawmills. Yes, I do. Is that going to be enough? So 35 points. I would hope to get the 42. Okay, so there's 42 points. Can I play any more at 42? I don't think so. I don't think any more sawmills are going to hit that. Unless maybe I can tuck one back here. Okay, so I need more space to pull this guy further out. So I need the wall platform to go a bit further over. Like this. I think I want it to be like this. And I want it to be in line with the ground. Okay. And the sawmill, yeah, can be played very fluidly over top of this. So we play one 42-point sawmill here. And we really hope that we can get the next one in above it for 42 points again. So like right here. So 42 and 42. It's looking doable. I'm just locking in this wall platform position if I do it. What's stopping me from playing this 42.1 over here? If I could move it up a bit further, that might be helpful. Yes, it could. So I need to shift this wall platform to the right of it. So it would be like the original one that I placed. Interesting. I'm getting rid of a fountain spot if I do this, though. Where would I be playing the fountain instead? There's no spot on the inside. There's no spot up here by the mountain shrines. There is a 12-point position over here, so I'm losing 3 points. But like, if I get this sawmill where I want it to be, I'm gaining 7 by getting an extra lumberjack in range. So it is more worth it to play the sawmill here than the fountain here. So we play you for 42. Let me just double check that this is smooth enough to play, yeah, a 42-point sawmill on. So there's one. There's two. This is effectively 42 points. The 12-point loss from the other sawmill. And then this guy could be, if I played it perfectly, worth 18 points over here. Or we can just move it over to this guy, and he's worth 19. I could look for another spot over here that's somehow in range of the lumberjacks, but I don't see it. It would have to go where the hermitage is, and that's not happening. Okay, which rotation were you? This one feels like the correct rotation. There it is. Okay. This is our second to last building. And it's... Oh, no, I deleted so many trees. It's fine, it's fine. It just feels bad to get a lumberjack at the end of things. That's where our monument goes. It can't go down there. I don't think there's enough space in between the parks here, for one. There's not enough space here. There's not enough space under there. This is not enough trees that it's hitting. It looks like it's just going on this wall platform back here. Yeah. About 40 points down here. Probably not hitting as many trees. Yeah, this guy's hitting more trees. Okay. If I rotate you, can you hit any more? Doesn't look like it. Here, not hitting any more. Okay. So it is just there. So, like, I was sighing about, like, oh, I got the lumberjack. I got it a bit too late. I'm still very happy with this building because it's giving me a lot of bonus points at the end. That's not a 40-point building. That's like an 80-point building there, if not more. And that's also why I'm not playing it in range of the guild hall for plus 12 points. I mean, it's obvious. I've got so many trees over here. I'm still going to be playing it. It would be worth more points here regardless. Next up. If I can get this fountain in range of the guild hall... Hold on. How long does the guild hall's range go? Oh, that wall is now easier to hit since I've got a new one being played there. It's 120 compared to... If I hit the mason on the inside... Oh, because I played that wall there, I can't scroll up without hitting both of the walls. Oh, that's a bit rough. Okay. So it's 112 points at max, it's looking. 120 points if I pull it back further. And I have more space to pull it back now. Okay, if I have more space to pull it back, is there any way that I can get the fountain that I want in range? It's worth 120 points right here. If I can get a fountain right on this edge, it'll be worth an extra 12. It's worth 9 here right now, so that's going to be a 21-point fountain compared to like a 15-point one that I can play elsewhere. So long as it is in range of this guy. And it is, and like pretty handedly, pretty easily. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. Is there any way that I can get this to be 12 points on this corner then? No, it would have to be over here, and that's too far away for sure. Okay, so it goes down for 9. We have one more fountain to play. That fountain was going to be played over here for 21. It's now being played for 18. Yeah, there's no better spot around the corners. Okay. Here. And then it goes Guildhall, Fishkite, Tavern. I want to save the monument in case I draw a park, because it's more likely that I draw a park than other buildings, and this can scale off of a park. I don't think I'm going to draw any building that scales the Fishkite or the Guildhall or the Tavern, for sure. Guildhall first, Fishkite second. We were playing it in range of... We have to scroll up so it hits the Tavern. 132, I think, is the most that it's worth. There we go. There we go. And Fishkite comes afterwards, grabbing that terrace by just a bit. But not grabbing the temple. 85 points. We saw 70 before, so it's hitting the Guildhall for that extra 15 now. So that's max points. And that should get us our last building. Alright, I need to get way too many points to get this next score loop. I don't need to worry about... it's a seaweed field, okay. Don't need to worry about anything if it's a seaweed field, because it's an easy building to know where I need to place it. Any way that I can get 14? There's 14, okay. The tavern goes back here for 34 points. Be in range of the other circus. There we go. Weird spot for a tavern. Let me put it up here. It looks a bit nicer. And then the monument to cap everything off. Okay, what an island. Things to change in the future. I didn't like forcing up my pyres early. I think I played around the fortune teller properly, but I do think that I shoehorned my pyres to be beside my fortune teller a bit early. It's really hard to say. The score calculations with fortune teller get really crazy. After you play it down, it's just so much less worrisome to play any building that it's kind of nice to just get it out of your building bar. Circuses, terrible buildings in this mode. I don't think I could have made them any better. One of them's beside a statue and a tavern. That's like max scoring. The other one's beside just a tavern. They're in range of the guild hall too, which helps. The temple really sucks that I couldn't get the wall down. Well, I guess it doesn't suck that I could have gotten the wall down earlier. The wall here, I forgot to check that it's buildable, or like, what is it? Ladderable from both the top and the bottom side. That's something I should have done next time, and it's a very interesting strategy to use. You play down one building beside like all of your masons to get it like 30 points at the beginning, and then you ladder from there. Hopefully you have enough space to do so. The docks and harbors, I think I played these guys perfectly. I played them slow enough to know like exactly when and where I wanted to place them, especially in range of like both my lighthouses. That was really well done. Getting 70-point lighthouses was good. This terrace was a mistake. Needed to go over here beside the temple and the fish kite, and also give an extra 12 points on the guild hall. The saunas played very well. The verdures, I need to dumpster more points at the beginning for every tree that I can get. If I'm taking -5 points to spawn one more tree, it's worth it. Look at how many lumberjacks I put in this area. The hermitage scores off of the trees. The mountain shrines score off the trees. The blossom scores off the tree. The parks score off the trees. If I had, because these were like 80-point parks, playing them over here. If I had 80-point parks here and 80-point parks back here, smooth sailing, smooth sailing. So the boons that you need to save for this level, 100% are Blossom, are Add Verdure, are Score Multiplier to get a really high singular point scoring building. And then maybe you can save Add Terrace if you want to, help out your mountain shrines? No, sorry, that's not something I should go into. You should also save Add Statue. Add Statue can be played off of all of these Blossom trees for a lot of points. And it's also nature interactions. It's like another sauna's worth or a mountain shrine's worth of nature interactions. It's a great building to play. I would then save duplicate to be able to get 2 statues beside each other, because bargain can't. You can't, so like bargain is a building that you've placed. For whatever reason, statues that you can't click on them with bargain. I think because like the first statue that you play, it's not a building that you play. It's coded in the game that statues just can't be clicked on for bargain. Doesn't matter if you play it or not. So the boons to save for the end: Add Verdure 1, Blossom 2, Summon Wisp 3. That carried my early game. You definitely need that as early as you can. You would need, Add Verdure, Blossom, Wisp, Add Statue, Duplicate. That's 5 right there. You've got 1 extra boon out of like the 6 that you have on this last level. I had Stellar, so I got an extra 2 boons. That was nice. Did I say Score Mult in that? That would be the sixth one. I'm overthinking now. I'm overthinking. I don't think my hop fields or my wheat fields should have been done any differently. They were played fine. I know that you take minuses on pyres for like every field that's gone down, but they were worth such an amount of early game points to get me to my park point explosion, where I was getting like 70 points on a building, that playing these once, especially with a wisp bouncing on them early, very, very worthwhile. I can never have a wisp bounce onto a mountain shrine, because there's no way for me to get it off of it. I mean, sure, through the fish kite, but I think that's it. I think that's the only building that, only non-residential building that scores off of a mountain shrine. But like, how would you even get a house played down here? I guess you could have played a house here where the park goes and then bounced off the wisp with a tower, but like in this mode, this is the death sentence for a wisp. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think that's all I want to say about this level. I can't remember the score that I started this with, so I'm really interested to see what the bonus points are. And actually, I'm not going to play the 5th level. I'm just going to submit this as my leaderboard score. When I come back and I have like a run that I think did really well, then I'll play the last island for the extra, like, I think it's 4,000 points. Because like this one, hold on, I'm at 280 as a score loop. I don't know how much my base score is. Maybe it's like 10k, but like that's also because of the Blossom Verdure boon manipulation that I did. The next island is not going to have that level of boon manipulation unless I find a reroll. But then I'm only adding 10k to my score. It's still a sizable chunk. You know, it's worth double the first island. I'll see. I'm not going to play it this time around. I want to get on to other challenges. Vanishing sounds like so much fun. Okay, next island. 315%. Okay, okay. So every point that you get in the like fourth island is worth, I'd say, like 2 times the other islands, because you can probably get score loops up to 150% if you're playing them really, really well. I would have loved to have taken, like, if this was my last or if I was going to play this island, I would have loved to have had a wisp at the very beginning, because one of them is lava, one of them is desert, and I can't re-roll it. I'd like to have more trees in my verdures, but you can't get everything you want. Ooh, what a pretty island generation. Oh, and you'd also muddy the pool with jewelers here, and you do get 4 boons. Okay. Well, 88k. That's a score to beat for a future run. Let's how would I even submit this right now? Like, if I didn't want to play the last island, would I guess I could just spam place a bunch of buildings until I run out, and then this would maybe change it to Journey's End. I've never failed an island before. I wonder what it would do. Let me check what the leaderboard is looking like currently. I know it's very early on in the challenge, so like not many people are going to play it. Ayo, ayo. Okay, so this is the guy that's gotten a lot of really high scores in other challenges. I'm really happy to see that I've gotten 20k above him. That means that, like, having what is it, the island 4 be your high point scoring area is the way to go. I think that's going to be the meta for this challenge. I think for any challenge that has multiple islands, you always want to manipulate for like a verdure park area. Buildings permitted. I can't wait until there's a, not that I can't wait, but imagine there's a challenge in the future that's like specifically made. No, you're not allowed to play Verdures. You're not allowed to do the Blossom Shaman Hermitage. Like, you can't do those shenanigans. It's so much of my strategy. Or in this one, it's my like high point scoring. It's, I don't want to say late game strategy because you play it in the mid game, but on what is it? I guess in any run, it's your mid game strategy, but it's so point dense that it feels like it's the late game. You know, I was playing late game buildings for like 40 points, 20 points here or there. The parks, all of them were worth above 40. Every single one of them. It's crazy what you can do with Verdure. Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of BM and then cash in this island early. We'll just... I want to see what happens if you can't play. It just instantly ends? Okay. Okay. Nothing more for me to say. I will see you guys in the next video.